So 2025 was an interesting year for me. Um, I had a career that for 20 years I was pretty proud of. I chased after it. I wanted to be good at it. Um, and I was good. I was good at it. But I had some real difference of opinions with people that I worked with. And yeah, it happens at most jobs. At the time when I got fired, kind of came as a surprise, but yeah, they did me a favor. I didn't know it at the time, but I'm a stubborn ass, and I would have continued, and I have in my life continued to work in bad situations because I felt like that's what you had to do. That was part of climbing the ladder, getting ahead in life, being successful, making money. Um, and that forced time off really made me reconsider things. The economy was pretty bad. In 20 years of being a penetration tester, I was never out of work for more than any time that I wanted to. I could have a job in 2 weeks. Maybe sometimes I decided to take a month off. Always had a job. And it was different this year. Nobody was calling back. Nobody was reaching out. And it started getting a little bit scary. And I could have gone back to drinking. I've been sober over 5 years now. And it really felt like that's where it was going to go. But I went back to the basics. I started exercising again. I've been a cyclist for most of my life and decided I had the time to start doing some of that. And along the way, I started doing a lot of reading, and I figured, hey, I'm 54 years old, and this is maybe my last time that I'm going to get to reinvent myself. And I put some serious looking into what I was doing and how I was living my life and what maybe I could be doing differently. And if I had to give advice, I lost my father when I was in my 20s, and I never got advice from him in his 50s when a lot of men and women start really maturing and seeing like what life is really about. So there's probably a lot of people like me that didn't have that father figure for you through those times where you're not a kid anymore, but you still have some of those kid tendencies and you still react in ways that worked for you when you were a child or a kid. And you start learning that you need to outgrow that shit. And that was the kind of advice that I wish I had gotten. And that's kind of what I'm going to be doing here. Um, I mean, one of the big things that I did was I ignored, how do I put it? All those times that you feel like there's got to be something more, or this can't be enough, or, you know, yeah, maybe you should become a ski instructor and live in a ski town, whatever that sounds like to you. You want to chase being a video producer, or you want to be an artist, or you want to write a book. I think that the body is always sending us messages. Like pain's a message, and you know, going to work and getting that tight feeling in your chest, panic attacks. I was having all of that, and I ignored it all. I just pushed right through it because that's what I thought I was supposed to do. But that quiet sense that this isn't right is a message too. For a long time, I felt those things, and I just kept pushing through. I explained them away. I just, thought that they were whims or dreams. And I thought that accomplishing something was proof of my character. And if I'm honest, I believe the wisdom came later. I believe that as I got older, I would figure these things out. That someday, after I endured enough, clarity would show up as a reward. What I didn't understand is that the wisdom was already there inside of me. It was the signals that I ignored. Every time I didn't listen to those feelings, that regret that followed was my tuition. Now, if I had paid attention sooner, I wouldn't have avoided pain, but I probably would have healed a whole lot faster. I would have healed sooner. I would have let go of my past. Like I said, all those ways of acting, um, all those ways of reacting that we learned as kids that kept us safe, those don't serve us anymore. But some of us just continue to be on autopilot. Some of us learn to go through life by surviving. My parents were alcoholics. We got beaten regularly. And that's what I thought the world was. And that's how my view of the world was formed. And that's how I reacted to the world. Another important thing that I'd probably point out is that you don't owe everything that you do completion. Sounds weird, but I felt like if I walked away from something before it was complete, I was a failure. I wasn't fulfilling whatever it was that I was supposed to do. I'm here to tell you, if it doesn't feel right, walk away. Listen to your body. There's a book called The Body Keeps the Score. It's pretty heavy. I related to it a lot, but really within it, it talks about all of these things. Your mind might not remember some of the stuff that you went through, but your body does. And subconsciously, you know these things. Once I started listening to those things, my entire view of myself and the world changed. These days, when I hear someone speaking from where I am now, I recognize it instantly. It's in their words, it's in the way that they form sentences, in the way that they see the world. There's less urgency, less proving, more calm. That's how I know they've been there, because I have too.